Good morning, everyone. This is Ethan here. I want to read to you this book, and I think you'll love it. This book is called The Buffalo Fluffalo. Buffalo Fluffalo. There once was a Buffalo Fluffalo, a snuffalo scruffalo, surly old buffalo, who was ever so snarly and gnarly and tuffalo. I'm the Buffalo Fluffalo. I heave and I huffalo. Leave me alone, because I've had enough alow. One day, when old Fluff was especially miffed, a hammy old ram clumped up with a gift. I noticed you like to nap in the shade, so here's a big floppy wool hat that I made. Ram, he mooed in a manner so tuffalo. You must go away. I must rebuffalo. I don't need your hammy old help. It makes me want to stammer and yammer and yelp. The ram slunk away with his warm, woolly stuffalo, and old Mr. Buffalo snarled and he snuffaloed. I'm the Buffalo Fluffalo. I heave and I huffalo. Leave me alone, because I've had enough aloe. A prairie dog passed by Mr. Poofily. Excuse me, sir. I don't mean to sound goofily, but would you like to join me for flippies and funnels and rump and race in my tubular tunnels? Silly old weasel, cried Buffalo Fluffalo. I can't play in your tunnels on account of my puffalo. Leave me in peace. Go back to your burrow. Let me stump around while I frown and I furrow. I'm the Buffalo Fluffalo. I heave and I huffalo. Leave me alone, because I've had enough aloe. Then a squawky old crow perched on Fluffalo's horn, and Fluff looked at him with a sneer and a scorn. Hi there, old pal, said the crow with a smile. Want to chitter and chat and catch up for a while? No way, Fluffalo huffaloed, his fur standing on end. I'm far too huffy to have time for friends. That's too bad, squawked the mangy old crow, because you seem like a guy I'd like to know. And just as Fluffalo reared up to shout, a dark, doomy cloud blocked the sun out. With a rumble and a grumble and a bangy loud blark, the whole prairie and mountains were covered in dark. Then, with one final thundery, blundery blump, the humpiest, heaviest cloud opened up, and down came the rain with a splash and a spluffalo, right on the head of old Buffalo Fluffalo. Squawk, said the crow with a grin on his beak. Why, Buffalo Fluffalo's just a pipsqueak. Then Ram and Prairie Dog gathered to see that indeed Mr. Fluff was so very wee. Look, cried the Ram, it's old Mr. Fluff, so little and piddle, all wet in the buff. Everyone gawked, from the mice to the snakes, even the scaly old fish in the lakes. Fluff shouted out, Don't look at me, I'm not little, I'm tough as can be. He shimmied and shook to repuff his fluff. Then he snarled and gnarled and stomped with a huff. I'm the Buffalo Fluffalo. I heave and I huffalo. Leave me alone, because I've... Stop, said the ram. You don't have to act tough. We like you just fine without all your puff. He's right, said the prairie dog, a smile in her eyes. You're great how you are, no matter your size. I am, sniffed the buffalo, who wasn't so fluffalo. I'm sorry for being so grumbly and tuffalo. Without my fluff, I'm tiny and missable. No, cawed the crow, you're hugly and snugly kissable. And all the creatures, from the bats to the bugs, covered old Fluff with kisses and hugs. And that's how the story of Fluffalo ends, with the happy old buffalo snuggling his friends. I hope you all enjoyed this book, and I recommend that you would read it, because it's really cute. Have a good day.